Hi everyone, welcome back to Go Together Go Far. So today's video is about updates to my bug out bag essentials for 2020. This is part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, don't worry about it. When you're done with this video, I'll link to it at the end and you can go back and watch that if you're interested. We did a part 2 video because I got some great advice after part 1 that talked about how to update and improve my bag, as well as how to distribute the load with my kids who will likely be with me in the event something like this is ever needed. So hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have a much better understanding of the ways that you can utilize some of these same techniques to distribute load and make sure that you're a little more prepared in case that something like this ever is needed. Stay with me. Okay, so this first bag we're going to look at, this is still the bag that I'm going to carry. So it does have a little bit of the heavier items in it, but I'm going to hit you up with a couple quick things that are brand new for this bag that were not when I was using last time. So first one of these is this item, which is a titanium pot or cup. It's a relatively small one, 750 milliliters. The advantage of this is that essentially it's super lightweight. I can boil water in this over fire, which may help if I don't have other water available. So definitely pick one of these up. You can get them on Amazon or anywhere. Additionally, in this front pouch, I also have added some safety glasses. So the advice was that, if you have to go through the woods, that it is not uncommon that you've got trees snapping back on you and branches. So that will help. And if you take a look up here in this other pouch, I've also added a couple more knives. These are pretty good heavy duty knives. One with a multi-tool in it, and then something called a yo-yo fishing reel. If you've never seen these are automatic fishing reels that you can attach to a tree branch or a log or something and cast out. And then when they get bites and stuff, they reel it in for you. So I recommend having a handful of these. One of the other bags I'll show you in a bit has some fishing tackle and stuff in it, but I keep this in here. In the outside pouch, it's nothing spectacular, but some work gloves and stuff I keep in here as well. Now let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, so you can see inside here, unfortunately, I'm not very well organized, but I do have an N95 mask ready to go. I only have the one at the moment, and I probably won't stock up until the whole coronavirus thing has died down a little bit, just to make sure our first responders can keep them. I also have, this one got a lot of views before, this hand crank solar radio weather alert. So depending on what the scenario is, this is useful for a number of different scenarios. It can charge via solar, it can charge via USB, you can charge your phone on it, and you can hand crank it. So if you do need to be out for a while, you can still potentially get public information. It's a little heavy, so I keep this in my bag. One of the larger first aid kits that I carry, and I've basically combined a bunch of first aid kits into this, but it's relatively standard stuff. It's in my bag because I'm less likely to lose it. I have some smaller ones in the kids' bags. I am still carrying a couple life straws. I did get some negative feedback on some of these, but they're lightweight. I put 2 in the big bag. They're not going to hurt me to have them in case I need them. But here's a bit of advice that I thought was really, really important. One of the pieces that came back was you're going to need to carry more water. And the idea was I could take this and boil water. And then if I had essentially like a camel pack or some other way to transport water, I can then dump it in here, allow it to cool off, and seal this up and drink directly from this once it cools down. So this is in my bag as well. And then I also have one that folds up, and this one's got water purification tabs and stuff with it. A little harder to get water into this one, but I don't want to throw it away, but I'll keep it in the bag. I am still carrying this. This is heavy, but it also is very shelf stable, so it is nice to keep it in my bag. This is purified drinking water that is the kind that's used for life rafts and stuff, so this can sit for a while in your bag. It's not a ton of water. It's certainly not going to, give my family 4, days out in the wilderness, but it's a little bit of water. Shelter was also a big bit of feedback. So what I have in here is I've got Now some emergency tent tubing. I've got some emergency ponchos. And of course some of these, Mylar safety blankets for a little bit of shelter and warmth. I've got some of these hand warmer things in here. I've heard good and bad things about those. So all of that is now in this bag as well. Again, emergency food rations. It's unlikely that you'd probably need these, so I keep a little bit in here just in case. One of the big comments was toilet paper. So I got at least one roll, and I've put some of that in a lot of the other bags. Also, hand sanitizing wipes. So I actually have picked these up. They're hard to find right now, but this is a smaller pack. These are the actual antibacterial ones. 15 wipes, fits well in the bag. They're not carrying a huge tub of them. Again, there's some more basic toiletries and some hygiene stuff, some more toilet paper I'll throw in that bag. And then basically some stuff like some lighters and stuff are in here as well. So on the outside of the bag, there's a couple other pockets. I'm carrying some kids' medicine in here. And this kind is not the liquid kind. I figure this is a little more stable. And on this outside pouch over here, mainly some Xylems, just in case we need some light and don't have anything else. That covers my bag, what I'm carrying, and it's not done. We're going to make some additional modifications to it, maybe do a part 3 video, so make sure you subscribe for that. But let's go ahead and take a look at the kids' bags, and we'll see what we got in there and see where that takes us. Now that we've looked at what's in my bag, let's go ahead and take a look at what I'm keeping in my son's bag. So first, on this outside pouch, I've added a lightweight first aid kit for basically cuts and scrapes and stuff like that. I've also moved like the emergency whistle over to him. If he gets lost or something, the way he can blow it and get attention. I'm gonna get one of those for my daughter as well. For the rest of this, the theory I tried to have is, hey, I'm gonna give him some stuff that's maybe bulky but not necessarily heavy. And I'll kind of give you a good example of that. And the quickest example is, I think, kind of hit the camera there. Quickest example is just a simple fishing kit. So if you're using these yo-yo fishing reels, you got a handful of these things. You're going to want hooks and leaders and all these other things that you're going to need. That fits pretty well in his bag. Put some water in there as extra bottles of water. And of course, I've also given him the hand crank flashlight radio. He knows how to operate this. Not only is it a flashlight, but it can work as an alarm too if he needs to get a hold of somebody or he's lost. This can come in useful. I think maybe a little more useful for them than it would be for an adult. Xylems. I put baby wipes. Big thing of baby wipes in his bag. Those are important to have for keeping clean and sanitary, and then as well as another thing of toilet paper in there for him. And of course, I've also included extra clothes and there's some extra socks and stuff like that in there for him, as well as a little stuffed animal in case we need that. He's 6. So that's what I've included for him. I have some similar items in my daughter's bag, and we'll look at those. Let's go ahead and take a look at what I have in my daughter's bag. I know you preppers out there are jealous of my Disney princess bag. Get your own. So out here, I just have some duct tape in case we need that. And then inside the bag, there's nothing particularly new in here. It's just more of the same. So I've got some more kids' medicine. I've got some black trash bags, plastic trash bags that have a good variety of uses. Some more of this survival food. Water in case we need it. Xylem in each bag. I do have more of these life straws in case we need those. Water is very important. A small pack of antibacterial wipes and toilet paper because you can't run out of that. And then I've got additionally more clothes and stuff for them. So basically what I've been able to do is split up a lot of stuff, carry a little bit in every bag, and that's going to be very, very helpful. So if this video has helped you out, I would appreciate the help by going ahead and give me a like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and leave me a comment letting me know how I can improve these bags even more, and we'll potentially do a part 3 if I can get some advice on how to improve things. Hopefully what I've been able to show you is giving you enough guidance on how to improve your own bag or how to deal with it if you're going to have kids with you. So don't forget to watch part 1 of the video if you haven't seen that. And you can see how much this bag has come along from where it was. Thank you, everybody. See you soon.